Okay, good afternoon, students. Last class, we completed some of the geometrical constructions. I'm sharing my screen. Can you see the screen now? Any of you unmute your audio and respond.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Last class, we completed. First one, drawing a perpendicular bisector. Second one, angular bisector. Third one, dividing a line into equal number of divisions. And fourth one, constructing a polygon by using a 4-6 method or a general method. Just I want to repeat it again and then move on to the next topic. Suppose we want to construct any polygon, it may be pentagon or hexagon or heptagon, we can follow a single method for constructing any sided polygon. Condition, we know the side of the polygon, the size of the side of a polygon. Suppose if you want to construct a hexagon of 30 mm side, first step is excuse me, draw a line of 30 mm side. Draw a straight horizontal line equal to the required length of the polygon. Next, let this be ends be equal to, let name it as A and B. Now, draw a perpendicular line to AB. Draw a perpendicular line to AB at B, length equal to AB. Draw a perpendicular line to AB whose length equal to AB and name this endpoint as P. Now join AP. If AB equal to AP, we'll get a line. When AB equal to AP, we'll get an exact line at 45 degrees. Actually, this is a rough sketch, so now getting. Now join AP with a straight line. Join AP with a straight line. So first, construct a line AB, horizontal line AB, equal to the required side of the polygon. Now, at B, draw a perpendicular line to AB, length equal to AB. So AB equal to AP. Now join AP with a straight line and with an arc, means with B as center and radius equal to AB, 30 mm. With B as center and radius equal to AB, draw an arc joining A to P. Draw an arc joining AB, radius equal to AB and center B, draw an arc. Now, draw the perpendicular bisector to AB. If you draw a perpendicular bisector to AB, so how to draw a perpendicular bisector? which we discussed in the very first problem. Taking the composed radius more than half and drawing arcs on both the sides with S center and with BS center 2 more arcs, we get point CD. If we join CD, we'll get a perpendicular bisector. So similarly, repeating the same process, draw perpendicular bisector to AB. A as center and taking radius equal to more than half, draw an arc on top and bottom of the line. Similarly, with B as center and same radius, cut the previously drawn arcs. We'll get, if we join these two, we're going to get a perpendicular bisector to the line AB. So there is the perpendicular bisector to the line AB. Now, mark the intersection point of this perpendicular bisector with the straight line AB. The intersection point of perpendicular bisector to AB with straight line AB. Mark this point as 4 and the intersection point of perpendicular bisector and the arc AP. This intersection point as 6. So the first points we are getting are 4 and 6. So this way it is called as 4-6 method. Suppose if you want a hexagon. So what we discussed is start with the hexagon. Suppose if you want hexagon, take compass, set radius equal to 6a, means set the center of the compass to 6 and radius as 6 to a. Draw an arc passing through a. Sorry, draw a complete circle passing through 6 as center and radius equal to a. So not getting an exact circle here. I'm trying. Yes. 6 as center, radius equal to 6a. Draw a complete circle. Now, again take the compass, set radius equal to AB. Set means 30 mm radius, the side which we require for the hexagon. Set radius equal to 30 mm with B as center. With B as center, draw an arc on the circle. We'll get point C. And C as center and same radius. One more arc on the circle. Name this point as D. Next, D as center and same radius. One more arc on the circle. Point D. E as center and one more arc on the circle. F. If we join AB, BC, CD, DE, EF, FA, you get the required hexagon. Now join. So remember one more thing. Here our main requirement is to construct a hexagon. So all these lines what I have drawn now are construction lines. So everything, the black color lines what I have drawn now, we should draw it with 2H pencil. Next, we're taking the HB pencil. Draw the straight lines joining AB, BC, CD, DE, EA and EAF. You get a regular hexagon. Is it clear? You'll get a regular hexagon. So this is a way of drawing any polygon. Suppose if you want a pentagon, pentagon number of sides are equal to 5. But here you are having only points 4 and 6. So yes, any doubts? If you have doubts, just unmute your audio and respond. Shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Suppose
సార్
if you
ఏ రేడియస్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ఆ నీడిల్ 6 మీద పెట్టి గీయాలా సార్ సర్కిల్
center has 6. Center is 6 and radius equal to 6a.
ఓకే సార్
As we want 6-sided polygon. Suppose if you want a pentagon now, by the same method, if you want a pentagon, so now we got only 4 and 6 points, is it? So again draw the perpendicular bisector for 4, 6. Taking 4, 6 as a line means 4 as center and with some convenient radius more than half. Draw an arc on both the sides of the line. Next 6 as center and same radius. Cut these previous 2 arcs. Now if we join these 2 intersection points, we'll get a perpendicular bisector for 4, 6. Now this is the midpoint of 4 and 6. Name this intersection point as 5. So this intersection point is 5. Suppose if you want pentagon, you should take 5 as center, 5a radius and complete the circle. Remaining process is same. Only thing is choosing the center of the circle. Suppose if you want a square, we should take 4 as center. Pentagon, 5 as center. Hexagon, 6 as center. Suppose if it is more than 6, 7, 8, 9 and so on. So with compass, measure the distance from 5 to 6. With compass, measure the distance from 5 to 6. Take 6 as center and if you draw an arc on this line, you'll get 7. And you can also extend this line. You can also extend this line. And next, 7 as center and same radius. You get 0.8. 8 as center, if you draw one more arc, you'll get 0.9. Suppose if you want octagon, 8 as center, 8a radius, we should complete the circle. And what I am giving you task is 4a, 4b. Perform, draw 2 problems. One is for pentagon and the second one is for heptagon. Take it 7, 5 and 7. Complete these 2. 5-sided polygon and 7-sided polygon as 4a and 4b questions. Now coming to the next one. So what is the next problem given in the assignment sheet? That is dividing a circle into equal number of divisions. Dividing a circle into equal number of divisions. So where it is helpful is while drawing the cycloids, epicycloids, involutes, we have to follow these procedures. That is, we need to divide the circle into either 12 or 8 equal divisions. So how to get a 12 division circle or 8 division circle is, so first draw the circle. With a given dimension. Let it be, take around 50 mm radius. 50 mm radius. So let it be larger one so that we'll get clear shape and size. Take this, draw the circle for 50 mm radius. And now, first let us divide it into 12 equal parts first. How to divide a circle into 12 equal parts? Any of you?
ప్రతి పార్ట్ని హాఫ్ కట్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోవాలి.
Yes. So first one is, the simple method is, first to draw the two horizontal and vertical diagonal lines, diameter lines. So best easy method is, actually you can also draw by using the protractor, but here I am explaining the method without using the protractor. So by using protractor, why? Because you may get some deviations or errors. So for eliminating those errors, the best method is by using the drafter and compass. So by using drafter, we can exactly draw a vertical line, is it? So first, draw the vertical diameter line. And next, one horizontal diameter line. So this is common for both. Either if you want to divide the circle into 8 equal divisions or 12 equal divisions. First to draw the two diameter lines. Now the circle is divided into 4 equal parts. Now if you want to divide this into 12 divisions, take compass, radius equal to radius of the circle. Suppose let this be diameter A, B, C and D. Now take A as center, radius equal to radius of the circle. So what you are assuming, it is 50 mm radius. So A as center with 50 mm radius, draw arcs on the circle. You'll get 2 arcs. A as center, 50 mm radius, draw 2 arcs. Similarly, B as center, and same radius, draw 2 more arcs. Next, C as center and the same radius, draw 2 arcs. Next, D as center, 2 more arcs. So now count the number of divisions. 1, 2, 3,
12 వచ్చింది.
4, 5, 6, 'So you'll get more accurate number of divisions rather than doing it with the protractor. So most accurate method. So most of the cases, the simple one will follow this method. Whenever if you want to cut or divide a circle into 12 equal divisions. Now coming to dividing a circle into, is there any doubts here till now? Dividing a circle into 12 divisions.
No, sir.
I'm repeating. First draw the circle and draw horizontal diameter line and vertical diameter line and name the corners as ABCD. Now take the compass, radius equal to radius of circle, A as center, draw arcs on both the sides. Next, B as center, draw 2 more arcs, C as center, 2 arcs and D as center, 2 arcs. So total will get 12 divisions. So this is how to divide a circle into 12 divisions. So name this problem as 5A. Next, 5B. Dividing a circle into 8 divisions. Same. First draw the circle. With the given dimension. And next, draw a horizontal line and a vertical line. horizontal diameter line, and a vertical diameter line. Now, let this be A, B, C, and D. Now, next one is to divide this 4 into 8, total 8 divisions. So the best method is by angular bisection method. The second problem what we did. So for simple here is already the compass is set to 50 mm radius. A as center with A as center, draw an arc on both the sides. Next, B as center, draw arcs on both the sides. C as center, draw arcs on both the sides. D as center, draw arcs on both the sides. So by choosing the same radius, 50 mm radius, A as center, 2 arcs, B as center, 2 arcs, C as center, 2 arcs, D as center, 2 arcs. If we join these lines, if we join these, we'll get 8 divisions.
Sir, could you please repeat it, sir?
Yes, I'll repeat it. So first step is draw the circle with the given dimensions and draw a horizontal diameter line and a vertical diameter line. After completing this, take compass radius equal to the same circle radius 50 mm. A as center. A as center, draw arcs on both the sides. A as center, radius equal to 50 mm. Next, B as center, same radius. Draw arcs on both the sides of B. Next, C as center. Draw arcs on both the sides of C. D as center. Draw arcs on both the sides of D. Just drawing again the angular bisection, dividing each angle again into 2. So if we join these arcs intersection points, we'll get, we'll get the circle divided into 8 equal parts. The simple method instead of using protractor. So here why I am eliminating the protractor is, suppose if you are using a protractor, you have to mark the point without any parallax errors. Too much accuracy is required. Suppose if you miss that accuracy, you may not get the correct shape and size of the curve what we require. So that's why most of the cases we're going to avoid the protractor and you're going to use such simple constructional methods for dividing the circle into 12 or 8 equal parts. Of course, by using the protractor also we will get the divisions, but it may not be that much accurate. You should be too cautious while using the protractor. So, but if you use the compass, there is no chance of any deviations or errors. So that's why I prefer by these two methods while dividing a circle into 12 or 8 equal parts. Now coming to next one. So discussing the sheet 2. So till now we completed drawing a perpendicular bisector, angular bisector, draw a line of 100 mm long length, construct a pentagon. So also include 4A, 4B. 4A as pentagon, 4B as heptagon, 7-sided. Next, 5A, 8 equal parts, 5B, 12 equal parts. Along with this, draw these 5 figures. So the main intention of this geometrical construction is actually you don't get any of these problems directly in the examination. You don't get any of these methods directly in the examination. But for drawing the curves, ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, involutes, or cycloids, we require these methods. So the main intention of the geometrical construction sheet is to make you practice of drawing instruments and simple constructional methods. Still, if you have any doubts regarding these 5 problems, you can find the step-by-step procedures below. See here, bisecting a line. The step-by-step procedure is there, what we discussed now. Next, actually these are not there. Dividing a line into equal number of divisions. There's a step-by-step procedure. Similarly, dividing a line into, dividing a circle into 12 equal divisions. Similarly, bisecting an angle. So everything I have given in this sheet, these are the topics which are extracted from the N.D. Butt textbook. The title of the textbook which you are following is N.D. Butt. And similarly, construction by using 4-6 method. Yes. So here, see here, within the same construction, with taking 4 as center, they constructed the square, 5 as center, pentagon, hexagon, and up to octagon is constructed in this figure. So refer to these step-by-step sequence of steps still if you have any doubts. Coming to the remaining one. So what I have given is from the textbook, figure number 38ABC, 40BC means 38ABC, these 3, 1, 2, and 3 figures, and next 40B and 40C. 40B and 40C. So don't think these are like some patterns. Just it will make you helpful in understanding the drawing instruments, holding the drawing instruments, especially the drafter and compass. Mainly we're going to use these 2 equipment, that is engineering drafter and compass. So if any of you still not purchase it, better my suggestion is drafter is must. Why? Because the accuracy of our problems, what you are drawing, is mainly dependent on maintaining the horizontal and vertical lines or drawing the parallel lines. So this you can draw only by using drafter. So in this, the first figure is simply drawing horizontal line. So here my main intention is by use of drafter only complete this figure, and to make you the practice of dimensioning. Observe how the dimensions are there. Follow the same, just redraw this figure. So there is no specific procedure or sequence of steps. Just first construct a rectangle of width 150 mm, height 120 mm, and then draw parallel lines at every 20 mm. Draw parallel lines at every horizontal parallel lines at every 20 mm. Similarly, 1-38B, construct a rectangle and draw vertical parallel lines with a distance of 15 mm each. The gap between each line, take it as 15 mm. So is it clear? These 3 figures especially are given only for making you the practice with drafter. And coming to the third figure, first draw the square of 160 mm diameter, 160 mm length and high side. And next, fix the drafter scale along this diagonal. So can you see here? I'm zooming it. Fix one of the drafter scale along this diagonal first and draw the diagonal. And next, tighten the screw, move the drafter parallel to this and draw parallel lines inclined at 45 degrees. Similarly, on the other side, draw parallel lines. So let me show how to fix the drafter. See this, how the drafter have to fix. So I think all of you have minimum these writing pads, is it? So on the writing pad, fix the drawing sheet with the clips on the four sides. And then fix the drafter. Drafter have two limbs, 1 and 2. So this and one fixing clamp. See, fixing clamp ni most of the cases, preferably left hand side top corner fix చేసుకోండి. So here we'll be having a fixing clamp. ఈ clamp ని tight చేయండి. So బాగా tight చేసి so that it should not move relating to the table. So fix చేసిన తర్వాత in the drafter you will observe two scales, a perpendicular scale, one long and one short scale. So fix the long scale in horizontal position such that the margin of the scale and sheet must match, the coincide. So it should coincide. So if there is no error in the sheet or drafter, if you set it to 0 on the drafter reading, the sheet border and the scale will coincide. And now if you tighten the screw here, locking knob there here, if you observe there will be a locking knob on the drafter here. If you lock this, now the drafter will move. If you move the drafter by holding this locking knob, you will observe the scale will move exactly in horizontal and vertical direction. So that by using these conditions, we can easily draw the horizontal and vertical lines. And suppose you can lose this screw. So next ఏం చేయాలంటే inclined line draw చేయాలి అనుకున్నప్పుడు in case. Suppose if you want to draw in any inclined line, ఈ లాకింగ్ నాబ్ ని లూజ్ చేసుకుని యూ కెన్ రొటేట్ ది స్కేల్. స్కేల్ ని రొటేట్ చేసి యూ కెన్ ఫిక్స్ ద స్కేల్ ఇన్ ద డిజైర్డ్ ఓరియంటేషన్. సపోజ్ ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఏం కావాలి, we require the lines at 45 degrees. No need of measuring, just simply rotate the scale matching the two opposite corners. Diagonal match చేసి అగైన్ లాకింగ్ ని నాబ్ ని టైట్ చేసుకుంటే కనుక ఇక్కడ టైట్ నాబ్ ని అవుట్ చేసుకుంటే now the scale will be in 45 degrees inclination. So now if you move the scale parallel to this, you will get parallel line to this 45 degrees. So distance maintain చేయడానికి ఏం చేస్తారంటే mark point at every 20 mm. Every 20 mm points mark చేసుకోండి on the horizontal line and on the vertical line so that you can draw this pattern. Is it clear? ఇది ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ సింపుల్గా ఉంది, రెడిక్యులస్ అనుకోవద్దు. బట్ ఏంటంటే దిస్ ఈస్ ఫర్ మేకింగ్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ విత్ ద డ్రాఫ్టర్. సో వన్స్ కనుక మీరు ఫస్ట్ 3 figures డ్రా చేస్తే యూ విల్ ఫీల్ ఈజీ టు యూజ్ ఇన్ ద యూజ్ ఆఫ్ డ్రాఫ్టర్. నెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్టర్ కంప్లీషన్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ 3 figures, horizontal lines, vertical lines and this box pattern, also you draw these 2 figures, 1-40B. So ee figure etla draw cheyalante, first step is construct a rectangle with side 135 mm and height 30 30 30 30 120 mm, 135 mm and 120 mm construct a rectangle, and after constructing this rectangle, draw horizontal lines at every 30 mm. Draw horizontal lines at every 30 mm. Now take the compass. Identify the midpoint of this 30 means 15 mm. With 15 mm as center. From this corner, 15 mm point, take it as a center, and radius equal to 30 mm. Sorry, radius equal to 15 mm again. 15 mm from this end, and radius equal to 15 mm. Draw a semicircle with the compass. And this figure is mainly to make you use of compass. మేము యూజ్ చేయలేదా కంపాస్ మాకు తెలియదా రాదా అనుకోవద్దు బట్ ఇదేంటంటే ఇఫ్ యూ ప్రాక్టీస్ ఫస్ట్ దీస్ 4 figures you will feel easy in holding these instruments, and further figures you can draw them easily. So first 15 mm radius though, and then from here 15 mm distance, taking this as the point, one semicircle. Next, taking this as the center, e point center, 30 mm radius, second semicircle. Next, first 15 mm, 30, next again 40 mm, 45 mm దగ్గర సెంటర్. ఈ ఎండ్ పాయింట్ నుంచి 40 mm డిస్టెన్స్ లో సెంటర్ తీసుకుని 45 mm రేడియస్, డ్రా ఏ సెమీసర్కిల్. నెక్స్ట్ సెంటర్ ఎట్ 60 mm ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ సైడ్, హియర్ ఇక్కడ 60 mm ఇక్కడ సెంటర్ తీసుకుని 60 mm రేడియస్ తో డ్రా వన్ మోర్ సెమీసర్కిల్. సో 4 సెమీసర్కిల్స్, 15 mm రేడియస్, 45 mm radius, 60 mm 15, 30, 45 and 60. Similarly on this side. So if we get complete change. So in it look tricky and this one. If we can understand these dimensions, there is nothing logic in this constructing a spiral. So this is a spiral. If you observe the lines, already first class law, while explaining the type of the lines, we explain different types of lines. The very first one is continuous lines. Continuous lines are the general geometrical lines which are drawn by using HB pencil. Now here if you observe these two lines, 3 lines, line 1, line 2, line 3. How these lines are? Long dash, space, dot, long dash, dot, long dash, dot. So this is called as the center line, indicating the axis lines or center of the circle diameter lines. We're going to use this line pattern. So if you observe first, draw a horizontal center line, and from any random point, draw a vertical center line, one more perpendicular line. Draw change and name this as the first center. Now, taking this as center, 15 mm radius. So, this center to 15 mm radius to one semicircle, and next 15 plus 10, 25 mm radius to second semicircle. 15 mm radius first semicircle, 25 mm radius second semicircle. So after completing these two, now draw one more center line here, upward. This center line should be drawn downward, and this center line should be drawn towards upward. Means the condition is for the arcs drawn below the center line, below this horizontal line, we should take this as the center, and for the arcs drawn above the horizontal line, we should take this one as the center. Two centers. So first is center to 15 mm radius semicircle, 25 mm radius semicircle. So you don't complete అయిపోయిన తర్వాత next second center, take this as the second center, radius equal to 30 mm. ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ వరకు డిస్టెన్స్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. Radius equal to 30 mm, draw this semicircle, center and radius 30 mm. Next, this is the center and radius equal to 30 plus 10, 40 mm. ఈ సెంటర్ తో 40 mm radius తో draw second semicircle. First, second. Again, Drawing the semicircles below the horizontal line. Move on to this first center. Take it as C1, C2, better. Again C1 center తీసుకుని C1 నుంచి ఈ ఎండ్ పాయింట్ రేడ్ చేస్తాం semicircle, and again C1 నుంచి this end point as radius semicircle. So bottom draw చేసే circles కన్నిటికి కూడా C1 as the center, top draw చేసే semicircles కన్నిటికి కూడా C2 as the center. So by changing C1, C2 centers, complete this spiral figure. So with this, the first sheet, sorry, the second sheet, geometrical constructions is completed. And geometrical construction, examination point of view, we don't get the questions, but the importance is to make you practice of drawing instruments and simple procedures, which are further helpful in next topics. Is it clear?
సార్ ఒకసారి చెప్పండి సార్.
This even ఇదా?
ఎస్ సార్.
Okay. So ఇది ఏంటంటే better I will redo here. So Kanako, it's not possible to draw the axis line. I'm drawing a thin line. First draw the horizontal center line. Next draw center line. So center line means dash dot dash dot dash. So taking two centers, center line one towards bottom, and the second center line upward at a distance of 15 mm each. Set a distance of 15 mm. Horizontal line, bottom center line, top center line. So three lines draw చేసిన తర్వాత now taking this as center. So better for you, if you have any doubts, let this be C1 and C2. Now C1 as center. C1 as center, draw a semicircle with 15 mm radius. Next, C1 as center, 25 mm radius, draw one more semicircle. These two. First, second. Next, C2 as center. C2 center తీసుకుని కంపాస్ తో measure the distance from C2 to this end point. So that would be, and then observe here, 15 mm plus 15 mm, total 30 mm. So C2 as center, 30 mm radius తో draw a semicircle. Next, C2 radius, 40 mm radius. Draw one more concentric arc for C1 as center, first arc, C1 as center, second arc. Next, C2 as center, 30 mm radius, and C2S center, 40 mm radius, second arc. Really drawing it on paper is different coming on even in write pad. It is not that much convenience. So first C1S center first arc, C2S center second arc. Sorry, C1S center 15 mm radius first arc, C1S center 25 mm radius second arc. These two. Next C2 center to 30 mm radius first arc, 40 mm radius second arc. Next again move on to C1 center. C1 center to C1 నుంచి ఈ పాయింట్ డిస్టెన్స్ కంపాస్ మెజర్ చేయండి. C means కంపాస్ సెంటర్ ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేసి ప్లేస్ ద పెన్సిల్ టు దిస్ ఎండ్. నెక్స్ట్ డ్రా వన్ మోర్ ఆర్క్. C1 సెంటర్ తో బాటమ్ ఆర్క్. నెక్స్ట్ C1 సెంటర్ తో సెకండ్ కాన్సెంట్రిక్. నెక్స్ట్ C2 సెంటర్ తో కంటిన్యూ దిస్ ఆర్క్. So this is a way of drawing this spiral. So Migo, if you observe or not, in the Google Classroom, if you go for the classwork, so can you see the screen? Classroom. You can see under Unit 1, there are videos. You can see the videos of the lecture classes. Even I am also sharing the section 1 videos also in the same group. So you can also find IT1 indicates section 1 video lectures and IT2 indicates here section 2 video links. And if you go on to the geometrical constructions and you click on the assignment, you can see the PDF, the work which I have allotted. And at the bottom, you can also find the material from the textbook. As in these pandemic situations, it is not possible to purchase textbook. I am providing the material. So depending on sheet ka sheet, for every sheet, I am also providing the material from the textbook. If you are flexible and if you can able to purchase textbook, better purchase textbook and follow through the textbook. Or else follow at least the notes of the material what I am giving under each and every sheet. So better complete it by Tuesday. Can you complete it?
Yes, sir.
Complete the sheet too. So my suggestion is, if possible, use drafter and drawing sheets. But I'm not insisting. If it is not possible to purchase a drafter in these pandemic situations, and if many of you, I think some of you are in the rural areas, if it is not possible, draw it at least on the A4 sheet. Complete all these figures and submit it by Tuesday. So my suggestion is, if possible, go by drafter and drawing sheets only. కుదిరిన వాళ్ళకు మాత్రమే A4 sheet and regular scale and set squares యూస్ చేసుకోండి. బట్ డ్రాఫ్టర్ అండ్ షీట్స్ యూస్ చేస్తే మాత్రమే యాక్యురేట్గా వస్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ కన్ఫర్మ్. ఇంకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా రిగార్డింగ్ దీస్ జియోమెట్రికల్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్?
సార్ ఇది సర్కిల్ ని 8 డివిజన్స్ కన్నా 12 డివిజన్స్ కన్నా రేడియస్ తీసుకోవాల్సింది అక్కడ ఉన్న రేడియస్ ఏనా సార్? అంటే
సేమ్ రేడియస్. సర్కిల్ ఏ రేడియస్ అయితే డ్రా చేస్తున్నామో సేమ్ అదే రేడియస్.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో మీరు డ్రా చేసేటప్పుడు ఇఫ్ యూ ఫీల్ ఎనీ డిఫికల్టీ or whether if you have any doubts whether the drawn procedure is correct or not, immediately all of you, I think you have my number, WhatsApp group lo unna kada number undi, so you can share me in the personally, just share that figure and confirm whether it is correct or not. or you can free to call me at any time and just clarify your doubt. సో డౌట్గా మాత్రం ఏది డ్రా చేయొద్దు. డ్రా చేస్తున్నామంటే యూ షుడ్ నో అండ్ యూ షుడ్ బి కాన్ఫిడెంట్. అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ ఏంటంటే నేను క్లాస్లో చెప్పింది మీరు ఇమ్మీడియట్గా టుడే ఆర్ టుమారో కంప్లీట్ చేస్తే యూ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్. లేదు ఇది వర్కే కదా ఎప్పుడన్నా కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు తర్వాత డ్రా చేసుకుందామని చూస్తే దిస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ లైక్ ఏ ల్యాబ్ రికార్డ్.